Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more practical videos on ICT and IGCSE. In this tutorial, we are going to look at specimen paper for 2023, paper 3. We are going to look at the website authoring aspect of this paper. As you can see on my screen, this is the paper that I am going to treat today in this tutorial. Now let's continue. So let's start. You have been supplied with the following source files. So these are the source files sent by CIE, which is the examiner. So task 1, evidence document. Create a new word process document. Make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. Save this evidence document in your work area with the file name, spec evidence, followed by your candidate number. So for example, they've given us the example of the name we are going to use to save our evidence document. So you will need this file later. So in case if the evidence document came with the source file, so there's no need of creating it afresh. But in this paper, the evidence document is not included in the source file. So that is why they asked us to use a new word process document. So now let's quickly go there. So I have already opened a blank document. So what I will just do is just to create like 5 evidence 1, evidence 2, evidence 3, evidence 4, evidence 5. So these are the 5 evidence that I've created. So in case the evidence that you need are not up to 5, so you have the opportunity to delete. But if there are more than 5, you can still create more. So now let's quickly save. I will save this. I'll go to File, Save As. Then I will go to Browse so that I can locate my work area. So this is my work area. Then I will try and so this is the name used or specified in this paper, then followed by your candidate number. So let's quickly do that. Then save. So I'm done with evidence document. So now let's move to task 2. Let's move to task 2. So I'm done with this one. Task 2. The trainee has started to create a web page and style sheet for Tawara digital storage. This must be suitable for uploading to a web server. So step 1, create a new folder called spec_html. So let's quickly do that. Then locate the following files and store them in your spec_html folder. So let's quickly go and create the folder. You go back to your work area, then you just right click, go to new, then folder. So make sure you create that folder specified in the question in your work area. So now let's quickly locate those files: spec disk, spec style 1, spec web page. So now let's quickly go and locate them and move them to the folder that I've just created. So now let me quickly rename it. So this is it. Select, okay, this one is not included. I'll select these. This is there, this is there, this is there. Then I will click and drag and move them to the folder. So now let me quickly open the folder. So these are the file. So these are the file. So I can, let me change the so these are the files. So I'm done with this one. Open the file spec. In a suitable application, reflect the image horizontally. Save this image as disk 1 in your spec, that is in the Webpage folder. So this image, you can open it using different application. You can use Photoshop, you can use Microsoft Picture Manager, you can use Paint. But I am going to use Microsoft Picture Manager. That's what I'm going to use. So I will just go to my folder. Then I will select the file. Then I will right click. I will go to open with. I will open it with Microsoft Office 2010, which is the Office Manager, Picture Manager. So this is the image. According to the question, they ask us to flip it horizontally. So let's flip it horizontally. So just click on edit picture, then you see rotate and flip. Just click on that, then flip horizontal. You will see the changes, you will see the effect on the image. So I think you have seen the effect now on the image. So now they ask us to save it. So I'm going to save it with disk1.jpg. Just go to click on file, save as. Then this is the folder. I'll put the name. So it's already in JPG. So it's already in JPG. Then I'll save. Now let's continue. I'm done with this one. No, I'm done with this one. Now let's move to rotate the image disk 1 90 degrees clockwise. Save this image as disk 2 in your folder. So now let's quickly do that. It's very simple. It's very simple. Go back to your Picture Manager. You say rotate. So I will just put the degree there. Rotate. That's 90 degrees. So you can see the effect. So this is the effect. Then I will save this as disk 2. Then click on save. So I'm done with this. So the next question now, crop the image disk 2 so that all the solid state drive is visible with an equal amount of red background on each side. This image must be square. Do not distort the image. The hard disk drive must not be visible. Save this image as disk 3. So now let's quickly do that. So we are going to crop. Cropping is a way of removing unwanted part from an image. That's what we call cropping. So let's quickly do that. So I'll just click on edit picture, then I will now see crop here. See crop, you can see now. So I am going to take this out. So this is only part that I want. So I want to make it square. I think this one is square enough. So I think this side is equal to this side. That is what this question specified. So I think it's square. Square. Let me adjust it a bit. I think it's square. This is square. I think it's square. So I think it's square. Okay. So I will now save this as disk 3. Let me just click OK. Sorry, I'll click on OK before I save. Let me save this as disk 3. So already saved because I did not click OK before I save it. I'll say yes to replace it. So the next question now. I'm done with this one. Say resize the image disk 3 to become 60 by 60 pixels. Save this image as spec SSD JPG. So now let's quickly do that. It's very simple. Just come here, I will resize. I'll click on edit, then I will click resize. Then I will put the specification as 600 by 600 by 600. So you can see this in physics. That is what the question specified. Then I will click OK. Click OK. Then let me save it. So now the material that I need for this web page is already be done, so it's not ready. So now let's move on to the next question or the next step. Display the content of your spec_HTML folder, showing the folder name, image dimension, all file names, file extension, and file size. Take a screenshot of this folder and place this in your evidence document. So now let's quickly do that. It's very simple. Go back to the folder. Then you can see that the dimension is not showing. The dimension for all the images are not showing. So for me to make the dimension to be visible, I will just right click. Then I will see dimension. In case if you did not see dimension here, just click on more. Once you click on more, then you scroll where you can find dimension, then you now activate. So you can see it here. So just click on this so you can see the dimension. So what I'm going to do now is to take the screenshot so that I can have the evidence of the content of this folder. Then I'll just start from here. So this is the file name. It's very, very important. Then I will copy. I'll go to my evidence document. That is evidence 1. Then I'll paste. Yes. Then let me see. So I'm done with this. the style sheet is not finished and contain a number of errors, you are going to edit the spreadsheet. Make sure that you use the most efficient method. All color codes must be in hexadecimal. Heading style H1, H4, H5, H6. Do not need defining. Make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. So now let's quickly do that. Open the style sheet. So let's quickly go and open this style sheet directly from the work area. Let me look at the name. That's spec style. Spec style. So this is it. Just open this. Okay, let me reopen it. Or let me come to this place. We go to File, then Open. Then I will go to my work area. Then I can easily open it from here. So this is the CSS that need to be modified according to the question. You said the specification for this style sheet are, so I've already opened it. So I'm going to follow this specification. So what I will do, I will just clear this one off. I will just clear all these, I'll clear them off, then I will start afresh. Start afresh. So the first thing I'm going to look at is the table. It said all table borders and grid lines are visible. Table size. So let me quickly create style for the table. Just come here, new style. I'll click on new style. So make sure you clear this one off. Then you now type table. Table. The first thing is the size. It said the size, that's 90% of the width of the browser window. So that is the position. So I'll just click on this position. Then the width is 90. Just type 90 here. So let me look at the dimension. Okay, it said 90%. 90%. So let me quickly look at 90%. Good. So the next thing I'm going to look at is the border. It said border not collapse. Border not collapse. So it means that it's going to be separated. Border is going to separate. So let's go to border. Border collapse, that is, we'll get it from the table. So border collapse, that is separate. I separate. I separate. So now let me quickly create this one. So let me apply, then okay. So I've already created that one. So I have created this. So it remains this. So if you look at this and this, they have the same parameter, they have the same specification. So that is for, so it means that this one and this one will be table, for table, comma td, comma td. So I'm going to make this to have the same specification. So table data is what is called td. So let me quickly do that. New style, table, comma td. So I will go to border. Let me look at the specification. So border width is 2 pixels, then solid. So this one is solid. The width is 2 pixels. Yes, pixels. Now, if you look at the border color, border color also the same. They have the same specification. You can see it, the border color. So let me include it here for table and TD. Let me just pick one color so that I can get my hashtag. So what is the specification? 80, that is 808000. 80 right, 8000. Is there anything that is remaining? Okay, no. So now let me create it. So I'll click apply, then okay. So now for TD it remains. So it means that I'm done with this. So TD, that is cell padding. So it's talking about the what? It's talking about the internal data. It's talking about the internal. So that is cell padding. It says cell padding, top 8 pixels, left and right 20 pixels. Then bottom is what? Is 6 pixels. So let's quickly do that. That is for table. That is for TD. Padding. I'll get it from box. Padding, the top is 8. Top is 8. Left and right is 20. Left and right is 20. 20, then right is also 20. So please make sure you deactivate this before all this one can be visible or can be selected. So you need to deactivate this. This one is 20, this one is also 20. Then the bottom is what? Bottom is also is 6. So bottom is 6. Bottom is 6. So now let me apply, then click OK. So I'm done with that one. So I'm done with this. Now let's go to they said all heading style, color, blue, red and green. Blue, red and green. So now don't forget, for this color they say all heading style. For this color you need to arrange it, you need to rearrange it. That is RGB. So red first, followed by green, and followed by what? By blue. So it's going to be F, that is hashtag, don't forget hashtag FF. Green is what? Green is also FF, that is full green, 100% green. Then blue is 00. It means that there is no blue color. So let's quickly do that. The font is Times New Roman, but if this font is not available, then Times, or if these fonts are not available, the browser default serif font. So let's quickly do that. So that is for all headings, that is heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So let's quickly do that. It's very simple. New style, heading 1, command, heading 2, command, then heading 3, heading 3. Heading 3. So let me quickly put the color first. Is it the color that I should put first or the font? Okay, let me put the font. The font family, Times New Roman. Please don't forget this, Times New Roman. Times New Roman. Then if that one is not available, is Times, then sans serif. Okay, sans serif. Please, let's quickly put speech mark here. The reason why we are putting speech mark here is because the font has 3 separated words, so you need to put speech mark there. So assuming that it is having a hyphen in between, so there's no need, that one will stand as a word, as a compound word, but this one is separated, so you need to put what? You need to put a speech mark. So take note of that. So what is the next thing now? So the color. So let's look at the color. Let me just pick one color here to have. Okay, said FF 00. So you can decide to change it to what? To capital letter. It will still work. That is capital letter F. It will still work. So I think that is what we have for heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. Then I will apply, click OK. So the next thing I'm going to do now, heading 1, heading 1, 48 point height. Then alignment is what? Is right. So let me quickly, so I need to create this one separately. New style for each one is 48 point. That is the size. Font size 48 point. Don't forget PT, not pixels. Then what is the next thing? The alignment is right. The alignment is right. The alignment is right. So you can get that one from block. You can get that one from block. Alignment, down from block, test align, okay, that is right. Am I right? That's right, okay. Then I will apply, click OK. The next one I'm going to do is for heading 2, alignment is 24 height points. So this one does not have alignment. So let me quickly do that. H2, then is 18, no, 24 point height, 24 point. So I think that's all for that. 4 point. So the next one is H3. H3 is 18 point. H3 is 18 point. H3 is 18 point height. So I'm done with this one. So the next thing I'm going to do now is a class called cyan color. So it means a class is like creating a group of what? A group of style that has the same element or the same specification. So that is what we are going to do now. That's what we are going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So a class, I'll just come here, new. So this time around, if I am creating a class, please, this dot must be there. This dot must be there. It's different from the normal style, but this is a class. So this dot must be there. So I will call this one. Let me look at the name of the class. Okay, this is the name of the class. Cyan. Okay. I'll just type CYAN. So the color is 00FFFF. So let's quickly do that. FFFF. Apply. Then OK. That's how to create a class in CSS. Correct and complete this style sheet using the information above. We have done that. Place your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the end of the style. Please don't forget, comment does not have any effect in your web page. Is to identify that you are the right owner of the CSS, that you are the one that created the CSS. So he said at the end of
your slash, then asterisk, then you type your name. Let me just type my name, Raphael. Use command ng466 ng466, that's the center number, command, candidate number 00001. Then I will introduce the asterisk, then the /. So this is how to create a comment. This is how to create a comment in CSS. This is how to create a comment. So don't forget. So this is how to create a comment. So I've done this one. Save this style sheet in your folder with the file name. So let me use the file name. Command. I'll copy this, followed by your candidate number. So I will go to File, Save As. So I will make sure it is saved in my work area, which is the web page folder. Let me look at how. Okay, then followed by candidate number 0001. So then I will save. So make sure you save it as CSS file. Then save. Take a screenshot showing the content of your style sheet and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the content are easy to read and that the file name is clearly visible. So let's quickly do that. You can see now. Just take a screenshot and make sure that the file name is visible. I'll copy. I'll put this in evidence 2. So you can see it now. Then you can adjust it a bit if it is not visible. You can adjust it a bit. It's not visible. I think it's okay now. Then I will save. So I'm done with this. So I think I need to pause here. So in the part 2 of this video, I'm going to start from step 4. So please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. So in the next video, I am going to start with step 4. Thank you so much.